I want to get one free.
Dickerson went 4 minutes, 41%. The longest he's ever talked to this line.
You're not big enough to mark Lawrence.
Yeah.
We're the girl ones.
Yeah, that's right. Is it gonna be weird?
What's up?
Is it gonna be weird to see Evan Ingram on a different sideline this week?
Yeah, it'll be interesting seeing Evan over there, and it'd be great to see him. Obviously, they're having a great year, and got a lot of respect for him, and we got a great relationship. So I'm sure I'll talk to him a little bit before and after the game. But yeah, it'll be interesting seeing him over there.
I mean, there's no way around that. There's a ton riding on this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game. I feel like last week was a big game. Colts was a big game, and this one's no different. I mean, it's a big game for us. And at this point in the season, with where we're at, when you've put yourself in position like we have, and like obviously like the Broncos have, and like a bunch of teams in the AFC have, every game is huge at the end of the year, which is where you want to be. So I think there's no secret about how important it is, but it's still just it's a game, and you got to prepare the same way. You can't put too much pressure on it. You just got to go out there and play.
Broncos pass rush, just how special of a unit is that you've seen on tape so far?
Yeah, they're really, really good. I mean, obviously the numbers are historic and the way they're playing and flying around. And it's not just the group up front; it's the whole defense, every level. I mean, they're well coached. They're flying around. They're making plays. They're physical. They're really good in the back end. Obviously, they're great at rushing the passer. It just works really well together. The defense is playing really well. It's going to be a challenge for us. So we'll have to have a great week of practice and a good plan going in for a really good defense.
With Bashal out, LeQuint's opportunities are probably going to increase. Just what have you seen from him? Obviously he's been in there for third downs, but just as a runner as well.
Every time he's got an opportunity with the ball, he's done something with it. And obviously hasn't gotten a ton just because it's hard to get through all three guys the same amount of carries. And Travis obviously is having a great year. Bashal's been doing some really good things for us, and LeQuint's been such a big factor in third down and special teams and all that stuff. So. But I know he's going to be ready for the opportunity. I mean, you look at every time he gets the ball, how hard he runs, and some of the 4-minute runs last week and the week before. I mean, he's doing a great job. So I know he's going to be prepared, and he's going to take this opportunity, run with it, and play well. I have no doubt about that.
Liam gets a lot of credit inside the building for his communication skills. And I don't want to compare him to previous guys, but do you feel like that's what sets him apart? Maybe he's a really good communicator.
I think there's a lot of things that make him unique in his personality, and like that's one of the things that's great about him is he does communicate really well, very intentional with how he talks to the staff, the players, all of us as a team. You can tell it's very directed, like he knows what he wants to say and the message he wants to get across, and there's no gray area. He's very black and white, very clear, and I think that's really important, obviously, for a leader and a head coach. And then I've talked about just the way he expresses himself and the passion, and just you can feel it coming from him. And I think that's something that guys have really latched on to, that makes guys want to follow him, because you can just see it.
Detailed seems to be the word people use about Grant. Just working with him so far, how's he helped you kind of just consistency, dialed in a position just day to day?
He's helped me a lot. I mean, he's really unique. I've never really met anyone like him. The way he approaches just the preparation process, the attention to detail, just the game planning in general, the things that he thinks about, the conversations that we have throughout the whole week. I mean, it's a very, very detailed process, and it seems like, we don't leave, there's no stones that are left unturned in his approach with us in the QB room, and obviously Spence as well as a QB coach. We're all kind of doing it together, and the rest of the guys in there. So there's a lot of hands in there that are helping making it go, but obviously Grant is one of the big factors, and he oversees it, and he's done a great job, really, just from our conversations back in the spring, and his just, I guess, knowledge of the system and understanding the run game, the pass game, and clearly communicating it to me so I could learn it quickly, when we're installing the system. But then now, from a game plan, there's so many specific things that you're looking for when you're planning against the defense, and he's helped me a lot see things quicker. pick up on different tendencies a defense might have, and he's been awesome for me.
Travis gave you a compliment on Sunday saying he's never seen you play like this, essentially. But what have you seen from him, obviously going back to your days at Clemson to now, where he's kind of having a really good season?
Yeah, I mean, I think just as a player overall, just his growth and adaptation and how he's become more versatile. I think you look at what he's doing out of the backfield. Obviously, last week was pretty crazy, the 3 receiving touchdowns and the things he was able to do catching the ball. But just beyond that, how he's been able to impact the game in that way. Obviously, running the ball, that's something he's always done well, and he's seen it, and he has the big playability and the speed and explosiveness. And I think just overall, the way he's played, his vision, just overall knowledge of the system and where certain plays are meant to go and how he reads it out. I think he's done an awesome job of putting in the work this offseason and learning a new system and how we're trying to target certain runs and whether the cutback or the bounce or whatever's there, and learning how to read it based on the scheme. I think he's done an awesome job. And protection, I think, is a huge thing where he's grown a lot, and he's really sharp, and he's done a great job of protecting when he's in there. Obviously, LeQuint's been in on a lot of the third downs, but Travis has had a lot of opportunities too, and he's had some great blocks. He had a great one against the Colts where he cut Zaire Franklin on a big play, and he's done an awesome job.
He said he's always known he's had good hands. Did you always know he had good hands?
Yeah. No, he's always been able to catch. He's gotten better though, for sure. I think he's always had good hands. I think he has very reliable hands now, and he's shown just gotten more fluid. Like it's smoother. He's making tougher catches easier, making them look easier. Sorry, fumbled a little bit there. I just think it's become more fluid for him. But yeah, he's always been able to catch, and he's been a threat out of the backfield.
You get pretty loud. How do you make sure that crowd noise, or how does that impact the operation of the offense?
Yeah, it's, obviously seems like we played a lot of road games. We just had 2 back-to-back at home, but just part of the operation that you get used to dealing with, especially this point in the year. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a great environment there. Just got to communicate clearly, and obviously we're going to be on the silent, and we got to manage that and get in and out of the huddle so we have time to operate and communicate. But yeah, I got no doubt it's going to be loud, so we're going to have to be really, really on point with our communication and nonverbal communication, make sure we're on the same page.
It looks like Liam's going to throw out his shoulder after wins when he gets in the locker room. Is there some anticipation now that's coming with him entering the room amongst you guys? Yeah,
no, we're all fired up, and we're in there waiting. I'm surprised, you're right, that he hasn't thrown out his shoulder. I mean, I think, it's funny just seeing the juice when he comes in there. I mean, it's guys get fired up about that. It's become kind of his thing, so I like it. It just happened, and then it stuck, and guys look forward to that, so it gets us going.
It's a big game on Sunday, but everyone seems calm. It seems like a very calm, composed team. Are you surprised by that, or have they adapted to the personality that you bring to the offense? I mean, it seems like they're in a nice spot and not too driven by the size of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like I was saying earlier. Every game at this point of the year is big. Every game's huge. So I think this team is, 2 weeks ago when we played the Colts, so everybody was talking about how big that game was too. And we just came out and did our job, and we were able to play well and execute and win the game. And it's going to be no different this weekend. That's our job, is to go out there, prepare, put a great plan together, and go execute. Try to go execute better than the Broncos for 60 minutes and go win the game. So it's a really good team. It's going to be challenging, but it's the same job. We just got to go out there and play well and execute.
That's 3-game stretch of your career, first 3-game stretch with no turnovers. But does it feel different for you right now?
I mean, I feel like I'm seeing it really well. I think I'm throwing it well. Just offensively in general, it's never about just one guy. I think just as an offense, we're really synced up right now, especially in the passing game and protecting up front. I mean, you can't do anything without that. And those guys have done an awesome job, and guys are making a ton of plays down the field. We all have a lot of confidence in what we're doing. It just seems like we got the ball rolling the last few weeks. So it feels good. Yeah, I don't know to answer your question about compared to other stretches of my career. I mean, it just feels like I'm seeing it well. Feels like it's coming out good. Like I said, guys are making plays. We're trusting each other, and it's been fun. So we just got to keep it rolling.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.